9 used German sedans faster than supercars, under $60,000. Somewhere right now, someone is spending $60,000 on a used German sedan. The lucky ones are buying supercar killers. The unlucky ones are buying financial time bombs. 9 sedans, one price ceiling, and number 1, it shouldn't even be street legal at this price, starting with number 9. Number 9, the BMW 550 iF10, 2014 to 2016. $40,000 bought you a Ferrari 360 in 2005. Today, $30,000 buys you this. The F10 550i twin-turbo V8, 445 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds stock. With a tune, low threes on pump gas. This is the car that made BMW's V8 legendary, and depreciation made it yours for the price of a used pickup truck. Roll it onto a highway on-ramp next to a Porsche 911 996. Same speed, 1/3 the price. The 911 owner won't understand what just happened. 0 to 60, 4.2 seconds stock, 3.4 seconds tuned. 60 to 130, 9.8 seconds. Used price, $25,000 to $32,000. Smart buy rule, target 2015 to 2016 with full service history. One owner, documented oil changes. Walk from anything that smells like neglect. Caveat, the N63 V8 rewards care and punishes ignorance. Buy documented or don't buy at all. Team V8 sledge, or are you waiting for something more surgical? Because number 8 is exactly that. 1 car down, 8 to go. And we haven't touched 6 figures yet. That changes everything about what supercar means in 2026. Number 8, the Audi S6C 7.5. 2016 to 2018. Nobody sees this one coming. That's exactly the point. The Audi S6, 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8, 450 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds. 60 to 130, it doesn't stop pulling. From the outside, it looks like a senior partner's company car. From the inside, you're watching a Maserati Ghibli disappear in your mirrors. That's the S6's entire identity. Invisible, violent, precise. Audi called this an executive sedan. What they actually built was a missile in a suit. 0 to 60, 4.4 seconds. 100 to 200 kilometers per hour, 8.9 seconds. Used price, $28,000 to $42,000. Smart buy rule, C7.5 facelift only, 2016 onwards. Verify turbo screen service and PCV history. One line on the inspection report tells you everything. Caveat, the 4.0T twin-turbo is a masterpiece when maintained. Engine-out turbo work is not cheap. Buy the history, not the price tag. The S6 is the assassin. Number 7 is the street fighter. Number 7, the BMW M340i xDrive G20. 2020 to 2022. This is the car that broke the formula. 6 cylinders, no V8, no badge that screams performance. And yet, 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. Stock, no tune, no modifications, no excuses. The B58 engine is one of the greatest straight sixes ever built. BMW knows it, tuners know it, and the Porsche 718 Cayman owner, who just got walked at a rolling 60, knows it too. But here's what makes the M340i genuinely cult-worthy. This engine, the B58, is the same basic architecture that Toyota dropped into the GR Supra. The same engine that the tuning world has been obsessing over for a decade. The same engine that makes power so effortlessly, so willingly, that tuners started calling it BMW's greatest modern mistake, because they made it too capable for the price point. Stage 1 tune, intake, intercooler, you're in the low threes. For under $40,000 total. The B58 doesn't just respond to modifications, it begs for them. It's the engine that launched 1,000 builds and made every other manufacturer's entry-level performance car look like it wasn't trying. This is the thinking person's supercar killer. Small, surgical, absolutely merciless. 0 to 60, 3.8 seconds stock, 3.1 seconds tuned, 60 to 130, 8.4 seconds tuned. Used price, $35,000 to $45,000. Smart buy rule, 2020 to 2021 xDrive. Confirm e-service. If it's been tuned, verify the tune and cooling upgrades came with it. Caveat, the B58 is bulletproof when stock. A neglected tune is a different conversation. Know what you're buying. B58 straight six, or are you a 5-cylinder loyalist? Because number 5 will answer that question. But first, number 6 changes the game entirely. Number 6, the Mercedes-AMG E53W213, 2019 to 2021. AMG built something strange here, and strange turned out to be genius. The E53, inline 6, mild hybrid, electric turbo, 429 horsepower, 384 pound-feet of torque, available instantly, zero lag, 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds. But the number that matters is 60 to 130, because that electric torque fill means there is no pause, no hesitation, no gap between your right foot and the horizon. It just goes. Porsche 911 997, Carrera S, gone. Ferrari 456, gone. And you're sitting in a Mercedes with massage seats and a Burmester sound system while it happens. This is what AMG does when they decide to be clever instead of brutal. 0 to 60, 4.1 seconds. 60 to 130, 7.9 seconds. Used price, $42,000 to $55,000. Smart buy rule: verify the 48-volt mild hybrid system is healthy. One diagnostic scan tells you, non-negotiable before purchase. Caveat: the 48-volt components are sophisticated. They're not fragile, but they're not cheap either. Buy one that's been loved. The E53 is finesse. Number 5 is fury. Before we get to the top 5, I know exactly what you're typing right now. Where's the E63S? Let's talk about it, because it deserves a real answer. The E63 SW213 is one of the most savage things AMG has ever built. 4-liter twin-turbo V8, 603 horsepower. A WD launch system that hooks up in conditions where everything else spins and prays. There are documented runs of an E63S wagon embarrassing a Lamborghini Huracan in the rain. Not close, not a photo finish. Gone. So why isn't it on this list? Because under $60,000 in today's market, you are almost always looking at 90 to 120,000 miles. And a high-mile E63S with a 4.0 T-BA turbo is a completely different risk conversation than a clean M550i or RS7 at similar money. Could you find one? Maybe. Would you roll the dice on it? Drop it in the comments. Because the 5 cars coming up deliver the same supercar pace without needing to roll the dice at all. Number 5, the Audi RS 38V.2 sedan, 2018 to 2020. Nothing on this list makes less sense on paper, and nothing on this list is more dangerous in a straight line. The RS3, 2.5-liter 5-cylinder, 394 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, 100 to 200 kilometers per hour. It humiliates cars twice its size. But here's what the spec sheet doesn't tell you. That 5-cylinder engine has a sound unlike anything else on the road. Not a V8 rumble, not a straight 6 wail, something raw, something that sounds like it was engineered by people who genuinely didn't care about being reasonable. Audi put this engine in rally cars. Then they put it in a compact sedan. Then they priced it where a well-optioned Golf used to live. That decision should not have been legal. Watch an RS3 pull away from an older Ferrari at a rolling 40. Then watch the Ferrari driver try to explain it to himself on the way home. He'll still be thinking about it on Tuesday. The RS3 isn't just fast for its size, it's fast. Full stop. No asterisk, no category qualifier. It belongs in this conversation the same way a lightweight boxer belongs in a knockout reel, because size stopped being relevant the moment the lights went on. 0 to 60, 3.5 seconds. 100 to 200 kilometers per hour, 7.8 seconds. Used price, $42,000 to $54,000. Smart buy rule, 2018 to 2020 facelift only. Confirm Haldex service history. Carbon clean on anything over 60,000 miles. Caveat: brake shutter on higher miles is common and fixable. Know the service history and it's a non-issue. B58 or 5-cylinder? Drop your answer, because this rivalry isn't over. Number 3 will reopen it. But first, number 4 is in a completely different category. Number 4, the Porsche Panamera Turbo, 970 and early 971. 2014 to 2018. Porsche calls it a fastback. 4 doors, 4 seats, a boot, and a V8 that embarrasses dedicated sports cars. Close enough. It earned its place. Let's talk about what this car actually is. Not what it costs today, what it was when it was new. $160,000. That is not a car purchase. That is a down payment on a house in most of the country. That is a decision that changes your financial year. That is the kind of money that makes people nervous at dinner parties. And right now, high-mile examples are sitting at $50,000 to $55,000. The same car, the same engine, the same Porsche DNA that came directly from the 911 program, for 1/3 of the original price. 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8, 550 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. 0 to 150? It gets there before you finish the thought. This is an executive weapon. 4 doors, full luxury interior, the kind of car that makes business class feel like a compromise. Put it on a highway next to a Maserati Gran Turismo. The Maserati looks better standing still. The Panamera doesn't care. It's already gone. There is a version of this story where you spend $60,000 on something sensible, and there is a version where you spend the same money on a Porsche that used to cost more than some people's mortgages. The asymmetry here is almost offensive. 0 to 60, 3.6 seconds. 100 to 200 kilometers per hour, 7.2 seconds. Used price, $48,000 to $58,000. Smart buy rule, air suspension and PDK service records are non-negotiable. Pull the full maintenance history. If it's missing, walk. Caveat, air struts and brake wear on a Porsche are not economy car costs. Buy the right example and it's worth every penny. Buy blind and it isn't. The Panamera is the executive weapon. Number 3 is the V8 sledge that nobody sees coming. 3 cars left. The numbers are about to stop making sense. Number 3, the BMW M550i xDrive G30. 2018 to 2020, BMW built this car to disappear. The problem is, nothing this fast disappears for long. The M550i, 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8, 523 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. 60 to 130? It pulls like a car that costs twice as much. But here's the thing about the M550i that nobody talks about enough. This is not a stripped-out performance car wearing a suit. This is a full luxury sedan. Panoramic roof, massaging seats, ambient lighting, the whole package. That also happens to destroy sports cars at highway speeds. You're not making a compromise, you're getting everything. The M5 gets the headlines. The M550i gets the last laugh. Because while the M5 owner is explaining their car to strangers at a gas station, the M550i owner already left. Nobody looked twice. Nobody asked questions. The car just disappeared into traffic at a speed that shouldn't be possible for something this comfortable. Roll one past a McLaren 570S at a highway merge, match it, then pull away in a 4-door sedan with heated seats and a panoramic roof. The McLaren driver will check his mirrors twice. That's the M550i's entire argument. Silent, brutal, completely unreasonable, and it wins every single time. 0 to 60, 3.6 seconds. 60 to 130, 7.4 seconds. Used price, $42,000 to $54,000. Smart buy rule, 2018 to 2019. G30 Pre-L CI. Full service history on the N63. Heat and neglect are the only enemies this engine has. Caveat, documented oil changes aren't optional on the N63. They're the price of admission. M550 IV8 or E53 hybrid torque, which takes the 60 to 130? Tell me in the comments, because number 2 makes both of them look slow. Number 2, the Audi RS7 C7, 2016 to 2018. Yes, Audi calls it a sportback. 4 doors, 5 seats, a boot that swallows luggage. If that's not a sedan in everything but name, I don't know what is. And it runs to 200 kilometers per hour faster than a Huracan. So it's on the list. Audi accidentally made this car too good. That's the only explanation. Because the RS7 was supposed to be a fast executive fastback, a statement car, a reward car, something for the partner who made it. It was not supposed to embarrass Lamborghinis on the Autobahn. And yet, 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8, 560 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, 100 to 200 kilometers per hour in 6.9 seconds. That last number, let it land. 6.9 seconds. From 100 to 200, that is Lamborghini Huracan territory. in a 5-seat Audi fastback with a full leather interior and enough trunk space for a weekend in the Alps. There are videos of RS7s on the Autobahn running out of road before they run out of power. Not running out of courage, running out of road. That is a different category of fast. This is the car that made Lamborghini owners nervous on the highway. Not because it looks threatening, because it doesn't look threatening at all, and then it's gone. The closest thing to a private jet with license plates. 4 doors, 5 seats, supercar pace, and right now, high-mile examples are touching the $60,000 ceiling. That is one of the greatest value propositions in the history of the used car market. 0 to 60, 3.5 seconds. 100 to 200 kilometers per hour, 6.9 seconds. Used price, $52,000 to $60,000. Smart Buy rule, C7 facelift 2016 to 2018. High miles are acceptable if the service history is complete. Engine out turbo work happens. A documented car makes it manageable. Caveat, budget for the 4.0T maintenance conversation before you buy. Not if, when. A clean history makes it a calculated cost, not a surprise. RS7 or M5, comp, 60 to 130, your money on the line. Drop it below, because number 1 is why we're all here. Number 1 on this list didn't just blur the line between sedan and supercar, it erased it permanently. Number 1, the BMW M5 Competition F90, 2018 to 2021. This is it. 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8, 617 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. 0 to 124 miles per hour in under 10 seconds. 10 seconds. A Porsche 911 GT3 needs more time than that. But let's talk about what this car actually represents, because the numbers are only part of the story. The M5 Competition is the answer to a question nobody thought to ask. What if you took a full-size luxury sedan, 4 doors, 5 seats, a back seat that adults can actually sit in, a boot you can actually use, and gave it a powertrain that belongs in a dedicated supercar? What if you gave it active rear steering, an AD system that can switch to full rear-wheel drive when you want to remind yourself you're alive? A chassis so capable that professional drivers have taken it to the Nürburgring and posted times that embarrass dedicated sports cars? What if you made it comfortable enough to drive to the airport on Monday morning and violent enough to destroy a Ferrari on the way home? BMW answered that question. This is what the answer looks like. 617 horsepower in a car that weighs 2 tons, a car that will carry your family to dinner and then pull away from a McLaren on the way home, a car that cost $110,000 new. And right now, the right example, the right miles, you can find one near $60,000. That is not a deal. That is a disruption. The supercar versus sedan argument has been running for 30 years. The M5 Competition ended it. The sedan won. 0 to 60, 3.1 seconds. 100 to 200 kilometers per hour, 6.1 seconds. 0 to 124 miles per hour, 9.8 seconds. Used price, $55,000 to $62,000. Smart Buy rule, 2019 to 2020 F90 Competition, full dealer service history preferred. The S63 engine is a thoroughbred. It wants to be driven and maintained, not parked and neglected. Caveat, this is a $110,000 car at $60,000. The maintenance expectations didn't change with the price. Buy the right one and it's the greatest performance bargain alive. Buy blind and you'll understand why it depreciated. 9 sedans. 1 price ceiling, every single one capable of embarrassing a car that costs 3 times as much. The F1055. Oh, I proved the V8 doesn't need a 6-figure price tag. The RS3 proved displacement is just a number. The Panamera proved that depreciation is the most powerful performance upgrade ever invented. The RS7 proved that Audi accidentally made something too good. And the M5 Competition proved that the supercar versus sedan argument is over. The sedan won, RS7 or M5. And which one takes the 60 to 130 on your money? Drop it below. And if you want the $5,000 day one fixes breakdown for the most upvoted pick, let me know. We'll build that next. See you there.